Everyone in her office thought she was too slow, but no one knew how far she would go. Her first day at work felt like a dream she wasn't fully ready for. Everything around her looked perfect, but deep inside, her confidence was missing. There were new faces, new systems, and a kind of pressure she had never experienced before. She tried to smile at everyone, even when most people didn't smile back. Soon, she was given her first task, and at first, it seemed simple and manageable. However, the moment she opened it on her computer, she realized that nothing made sense to her. Even then, she didn't give up and decided to try her best. By the afternoon, she could hear people around her starting to whisper. Some said she was too slow, while others questioned why she still hadn't finished her work. Hearing all of this made her uncomfortable, and slowly, she stopped asking questions. She was afraid that if she asked too much, people would think she was not capable. Because of that fear, she chose to stay quiet and work on her own. She started spending extra hours at work, often staying late into the night. The office would become empty, but she would still be sitting there with tired eyes, trying to understand everything. One day, her manager called her for a discussion. After looking at her work, she said, "You are slow, but you are not dumb." That sentence stayed in her mind for a long time. That night, she went home and sat quietly on her bed with her laptop in front of her. For a moment, she felt like giving up and thought that maybe she was not meant for this kind of work. But deep inside, something told her not to quit so easily. Instead of closing everything, she decided to open her laptop again. This time, she was not trying to prove anything to anyone. She simply wanted to understand things better at her own pace. She started with small steps, focusing on one concept at a time. Whenever she made mistakes, she patiently worked on correcting them instead of feeling discouraged. Started focusing on learning properly. Days passed, and then weeks went by. Even though she was still slower than others, she was no longer confused. She began to understand her work clearly and felt more confident than before. One day, a new person joined the team. He looked just like how she had been in her early days, confused, quiet, and unsure. He hesitated to ask questions, just like she once did. When he finally tried to ask for help, most people told him to figure things out on his own. She noticed this and remembered how difficult it had been for her. This time, she decided not to stay silent. She walked up to him and gently said, "I can help you if you want." He looked surprised but relieved at the same time. She began explaining everything to him patiently, step by step, without making him feel uncomfortable. A few days later, something unexpected happened. During a team meeting, her manager told everyone that they could reach out to her if they had any doubts. She was surprised to hear that. The same person who had once been called slow was now someone people trusted for help. Not everyone grows fast, but the ones who keep going grow the strongest. Being slow doesn't mean you can't succeed. It means you're learning deeply. Growth is not about speed, it's about consistency. Please like, share, and subscribe.